Who's at fault if a car cuts you off and you rear-end them? There's a myth in the state of Texas that if you rear-end a vehicle, you're always at fault, but that's simply not true. In the state of Texas, we go by the comparative negligence rule. That means that a jury is entitled to consider the actions of both sides and decide whose negligence caused or contributed to an accident. A jury can find that two people both had actions contributing to an accident. If your actions are considered 51% or more at fault, then you cannot make a recovery against the other person. If you are less than 50% at fault, then you can make a recovery for that amount to which you are not at fault. An example of this, I had a case where my client was driving on I-75 at 55 miles an hour when a car suddenly came from the right lane all the way across the highway in front of them, and she couldn't stop, rear-ended them. Turns out it was two little old ladies coming from a gas station where they had stopped on their way home from church, and they were trying to go straight across the highway and U-turn to go the other direction. Who was at fault? I handled the case for the lady who rear-ended the little old ladies, brought the claim against them, and their insurance company ultimately paid. Why? Because they pulled across the road in front of my clients, and my client had no ability to stop at the speeds that they were traveling on the highway. Therefore, the people who cut in front of her were rear-ended, but they were still at fault.